This is Coming Home. I'm here with Patriot legend Drew Smith. Played 3 years at DBU, now a big leaguer. Broke in 2018 with the New York Mets. And Drew, let's start with your time at DBU. You come in as a freshman, just a right-handed pitcher, fireballer. How do you feel like you progressed in your 3 seasons at DBU?
I would hope I got a little better at pitching. I had the throwing part down, but I just gained a lot of velo and had trouble throwing strikes at first. And I think being with WJ just for 3 years helped me turn into an actual pitcher. And by the time I left, I had a really good idea of what I was doing, throwing strikes, off speed, setting up hitters, and I came a long way in 3 years.
So you were part of a bullpen in 2015 that was just electric. You had Brandon Coach, who was one of the best closers. We have Chance Adams, who then broke into the major leagues with you in New York in 2018.
Yeah.
How close was that group, and how did you guys push each other? What was the competition like?
I think we were extra close, or even more close than normal, because we knew how special we could be. Like we had a bond that, hey man, we could do something really cool this year, and I think that helped bring us together. And we were always competitive. I mean, I never really competed with the stats that Brandon and Chance put up, but I could compete on the scoreboard radar gun. So that's what I tried to do. I tried to challenge them in terms of velo and things like that, and they tried to challenge me in terms of just pitching better, which is what I needed to do. But the whole year we were just going back and forth and having a little debate on who was going to get drafted higher and whatnot. So it was fun, and those guys were awesome.
That 2015 season, your last 3 appearances were in the postseason, and you go 6 innings, no runs, 7 strikeouts, no walks. What clicked for you over that final stretch of 2015?
I think it had a lot to do with Wichita State. It was the series before the postseason started. I had a really bad outing, and I was out there on the mound, and I remember just thinking, like, I shouldn't be pitching like this. Like my stuff is too good. I throw hard. I have a good breaking ball. It's too good to be giving up 6 runs without giving an out. So I just kind of decided, like, it's got to be better. And Heath came out on the mound that game and kind of let me have it a little bit, which helped. So, but after that, I just decided, it's got to change, and it did.
Well, it obviously worked, because you get drafted in 2015. By the Tigers. Then you get traded in 2017 to the Rays and to the Mets. Mm-hmm. You then break in less than a year later with the Mets. So take us back to the moment you get the call, you find out that you're going to the big leagues. What was that like for you? What's going through your head?
It was unreal. So we just got back from Oklahoma City. We were in Oklahoma City playing the Dodgers AAA team, and we had an off day, but my whole family was in Oklahoma City. And I went back to Vegas, and that first day we get into the locker room and they call a team meeting. And they said, we got to give some awards out. And I got pitcher of the month for Las Vegas. So they clapped and everything. And then there was a guy who got defensive player of the month, but he was in the big leagues. He got called up a couple weeks before. And my manager turned to me and said, Drew, we're going to need you to give Dom his award when you get up to New York City tomorrow. And everybody just went crazy, and I almost started crying right there. I mean, it was awesome. And then I FaceTimed my dad, had a couple tears, so it was unbelievable.
Well, I'm sure that's a huge moment, but then you make your major league debut in New York City Field. You're taking on the NL champion Dodgers. Your first strikeout's Yasiel Puig. But just take us back through that ball game, what you recall, what sticks out to you in your major league debut.
Luckily I got hot in the bullpen the day before, so I kind of got the jitters out a little bit. They told me to warm up, and I ended up not going in, so I had a little experience with that. And then that next day I got to go in, and the situation wasn't a big pressure situation. It was like 8-3, but I still had obviously a little jitters, and it was unbelievable. Like, I went back and watched it probably 3 times that night, just how cool it was just to be pitching in a big league stadium. And Yasiel Puig, that was an awesome first strikeout. I threw him 6 fastballs. Poor guy. No, I'm just kidding. But he got me the next time, got me with a single. But it was unbelievable, everything I could dream of.
That's Drew Smith, Patriot legend, 3 years at DBU, now pitching in the major leagues with the New York Mets, and this has been Coming Home.